Hey, so what great talent in the room today. My name is Eris, and I'm a creative professional, also an AI artist and a filmmaker. And this community has been growing for a while, and I see a problem in the community, though. I think sometimes it can be really overwhelming, and people don't know how to enter the space. So, bringing new users into the real-time video AI community was important to me through. And my solution was to make an accessible, easy app that allows people to experience this technology in a visceral, engaging way. My project is called Zen Canvas. It's something different, it's something new. It's instead of showing everything that Daydream has to offer, I wanted to reduce it to something very minimal. So that allows us to reduce overwhelm. I wanted to make it visceral, which makes it really real for a person to experience it. I wanted to make it simple so it's easy to use and no one has to think too hard on how to do it. And I wanted to make it engaging because fun makes things enticing to learn and enjoy. So the Zen mindset of letting go or allowing things just to be as they exist is something I've studied in the past. And this app was built with that in mind. It's called Zen Canvas for a reason. It's modeled after the Buddha board, or you may have heard of like a Zen board, or any type of product that you can paint on with water. And as those pages start to evaporate, you'll stop seeing the thing you just painted. And it's intended to like teach people how to let go and be okay with things. So I wanted to make the digital version of that. What you're seeing here is the web version, basically one version of this, because it will also be available on mobile and tablet, because there is touchability enhanced in here. So what you would do as a user is you'd enter in this space and you want to select your environment because you're going to have a nice background environment allowing you to relax and enjoy the experience. I'm going to go ahead and enter that space right now. For a moment, I'm going to hide the UI and just show you what you could do. You could pop in here and you can choose different songs. You can put your volume up and down. And we've got these different background audio reactive visuals. So in and of itself, that's an experience. And you can also pause your music. So if it's too distracting while you're drawing, you wouldn't want to use it, right? But let's just pop on in here, and as a user who wants to paint or draw, whether you want to use your mouse, your fingers, your trackpad, whatever it is, you can. And as it's loading, because sometimes the Daydream API doesn't load as fast as we'd like it to, this gives us a chance to like feed users a moment of peace and calm where they're getting little messages that prompt them to be okay with the process, right? Down below, you'll see some controls that control a brush and the canvas. And the brush is sizable. You'll see that reflected in the little color space. You can fade this. Now, this is an important feature because just like I told you about that Buddha board where the water disappears and evaporates, we can do that here too in the digital space. Now I'm going to turn it off for a second and give you a little taste of the what it would look like if we were to not have any of the fade. But you can go full fade, which is like a 1 second fade. I'm getting my controls stuck here. A 1 second fade is almost like an immediate disappearance of your brush strokes. But what's interesting is when it interfaces with the API, you'll see basically like your stroke and then the response from the API of the AI video, which is actually a pretty cool effect. And there's even a cooler thing that I found through building this that I think is going to be maybe like a different project where you can manipulate this AI without having some distracting interface in front of it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so once you've loaded the full API and everything is like going for you, you'll see styles down here. You can see this list here. This is driving the styles of what you're painting into. Your strokes stay the same, but your experience completely changes. And what I love about this is that we've got these like different ways to interact with this. These are all preset for now. Like I said, this is about simplicity. This is about bringing people into this ecosystem. You can draw and paint in numerous ways. I like to size up and down and just change and experience the moment. So I'm just moving the fade around, changing the size, and you can change the color to a full palette of anything you like. I particularly love like the pinks and the magentas on neon because it's cool. But let's say maybe I was getting a little tired of this. I want to go and try something else. Let's go look at ink waves. It's going to load in that background. And as soon as it does load, you'll see the same strokes that you had before, that the AI is actually responding to those that are left on the screen and the new ones that you're creating. So I'll size it down, give you a little taste of a different color. And it's pretty cool when you finally start to experience that shift like a whole new experience, but within the same moments. One of the cool features is putting it on full fade and seeing kind of this responsive outcome. And I'm going to show you one more style and then show you a really cool feature that I think is fascinating. I really like prisms with orangey yellows. And if you leave it on a bit longer, you get these cool diamond shapes. So you can see that these presets, these are things that I've built into this tech right now, but there are numerous options for upgrades, pro features where we can add more control for the user. But this onboarding, this like first experience that people would have with this app is hopefully the kind of experience that will really bring people to the ecosystem, the community, understanding that this was built on the back of the tech, but also it's just so approachable. You don't even have to worry about whether it's AI or not. It's just fun. One of the things you can do is to completely clear your strokes, right? So gone, and then the AI clears out, which it is a little slow today, so that's unfortunate. But one of the other cool features is I'm going to go ahead and turn the strokes off. We were just watching those brush strokes happen. Now you're going to see that you don't see any of your strokes. And all of a sudden, magic is appearing for you, like you conjured it up. And I think that's a pretty cool thing. So that is the extent of it right now. Once again, it is meant to be minimal, and the experience is meant to be very personal and visceral. And I do see a future for this app. So thanks, guys, for your consideration. I'm excited what everybody's working on.
Thank you, Eris. Yeah, this is very cool. I'm a meditator myself, so I appreciate a Zen themed hack.
Pull it up on your tablet and have some fun with fingers. All right, guys. Thanks.